Let's talk about seller's disclosure. When a seller is selling a home, they want to disclose any repairs that they've done to that property, any leaks, any issues to the next buyer. The purpose is to prevent that seller from being sued after the closing. So, number one, you cannot fill out the seller's disclosure. You can't even ask the question and make the notes. You leave it with the seller, ask them to think about all the things that have happened that they're aware of, and to make sure they disclose it. Number two, when in doubt, disclose. Meaning, if the seller calls you and says, what do I do? There was this huge roof leak. I really don't want to disclose it. Your answer is no. Disclose it. The purpose of the disclosure, again, it's not to scare anyone off. It's to give the other buyers information on what happened during the time that your seller owned the property. And it's also to prevent that seller from getting sued. So hypothetically, once the buyer closes, and let's say they find out about that roof leak and they look back at the seller's disclosure and it wasn't disclosed, they could sue your seller and probably win against that roof leak situation. So, two most important things: the seller has to fill it out. The second thing is, when in doubt, disclose. The third thing is, it's not required. If the seller says, I don't want to do it, as long as you explain to them this is the risk of not completing a seller's disclosure, and they say, no problem, I will take that risk, then you've done your job. So again, it's not a necessity. I do recommend it. It will protect us and it will protect your seller.